Have you ever noticed someone always around, stealing glances, or accidentally running into you? What if I told you it's not a coincidence? She always seems to be around, and at first you might think it's just a coincidence, but when it keeps happening, when she shows up at your favorite cafe, takes the same route as you after work, or suddenly joins a group you're in, it starts to feel like something more. She's not just there by chance. She's making an effort to be where you are, to feel closer to you, even if she doesn't say it outright. You notice that whenever you turn a corner, she's there, casually acting like she just happened to be passing by. Maybe she lingers a little longer when she sees you, as if she's waiting for you to say something first. She might smile in a way that feels warmer than usual, her eyes lighting up as if she's genuinely happy to run into you. It's subtle, but you can tell she's paying attention to where you are and finding ways to be near you. And then there are those moments when she shows up somewhere unexpected, a place you never mentioned to her, but somehow there she is. Maybe she heard about it from a friend, maybe she just took a chance, but either way, she's there and she's hoping you notice. Even if she plays it cool, deep down, she's waiting for you to pick up on the signs. Because when a girl keeps finding ways to be where you are, it's not by accident. It's her way of saying she wants to be close to you, to be part of your world, even if she's too shy to say it out loud. And the truth is, she's hoping you feel the same way too. She notices where you go and mentions it in ways that seem casual but hold a deeper meaning. Maybe you went to a new restaurant last weekend, and the next time you talk, she casually says, I heard that place is really good. How was it? You never told her you were there, yet somehow she knows. It's not just small talk. It's her way of showing that she's paying attention, that she's interested in the little details of your life. It happens again when she mentions the coffee shop you visit every morning or the park you like to walk through. I see you love that place, she says with a smile, as if she's been keeping track, as if she's quietly watching from a distance, hoping you'll notice her too. She might even joke about it. You really love that cafe, huh? Just to see how you react. And the truth is, she's not just making conversation, she's finding ways to connect with you, to let you know that she sees you, that she's interested in your world. Sometimes it's even more subtle. She might bring up a band you've been listening to, or a movie you mentioned once, even though you never had a long conversation about it. It's those little details, the things that most people overlook, that she remembers. And when she does, it means she cares. She wouldn't take the time to notice these things if she wasn't thinking about you, if she didn't feel something deeper. She's waiting for you to realize it, to see that her words aren't just random. They're a sign that she's been paying attention because to her, you matter. She finds ways to cross paths with you, and at first it might seem like luck. But when it keeps happening, when she just happens to be walking the same way as you after work or suddenly joins the same gym, it starts to feel like something more. She's not forcing it, not making it obvious, but somehow she's always there, blending into your routine as if she's meant to be part of it. You start to notice the little things, how she appears in places where you don't usually see her, how she lingers just long enough for you to start a conversation. Maybe she's suddenly interested in a hobby you love, or she asks a mutual friend about an event you're attending. It's not random. She's making an effort, subtly placing herself in your world, hoping you'll take the hint. And when she does see you, her face lights up as if the moment was completely unexpected, even though deep down she was hoping for it. Then there are those playful moments when she teases you about how often you randomly run into each other. Wow, we keep bumping into each other. Maybe it's fate, she says with a little smile, testing your reaction. She wants you to notice, to realize that these aren't just coincidences. She's giving you a chance to see what's right in front of you, to understand that she enjoys being near you, and maybe, just maybe, she's hoping that one day you'll make the next move because she's already showing you in every way she can that she wants to be close to you. You start to notice that she watches you more than others, even when she thinks you're not looking. It's in the way her eyes find you across a crowded room, how she steals glances when she thinks you won't notice, how she looks away quickly the moment your eyes meet. But for that brief second, you see it, the softness, the curiosity, the interest she's trying to hide. Maybe it happens when you're talking to someone else, and out of the corner of your eye, you catch her watching. It's not jealousy, but there's something in the way she observes you, as if she's studying your expressions, memorizing the way you smile. She's not doing it with just anyone. It's you she keeps looking at, you she pays extra attention to, even when she's in the middle of a conversation with someone else. And then there are those moments when she gets lost in the moment, forgetting to look away. Maybe you're laughing, telling a story, and when you glance at her, she's just watching fully focused, as if she doesn't want to miss a single second. When you catch her, she might blush, smile shyly, or quickly shift her gaze, pretending she wasn't looking at all. But you feel it. That kind of attention isn't accidental. It's her way of showing she's drawn to you, fascinated by you in a way she can't quite put into words. She doesn't have to say anything. Her eyes already tell you everything. And deep down, she's hoping you notice, hoping you realize that the reason she keeps looking is simple. She just can't help it. She knows things about you without you ever telling her directly. And at first, it might catch you off guard. Maybe she brings up your favorite coffee order before you've even mentioned it. Or she remembers the exact date of an event you casually talked about once. It's not magic, she's just been paying attention. It happens in the little ways. You mention in passing that you love a certain movie, and weeks later she casually references it in conversation as if she's known all along. Or maybe she recalls that one childhood story you told her months ago, something even you barely remember talking about. She listens, really listens, and stores those details because to her they matter. You matter. Sometimes she surprises you even more. Maybe she knows your usual lunch spot, your favorite band, or the way you always crack your knuckles when you're thinking. You never made a big deal about these things, but she noticed anyway. And when she brings them up, it's not to show off. It's just natural for her to remember the things connected to you. She might even playfully tease you about it. You always order the same thing, she says with a smile, or I knew you'd like that song. It's subtle, but it's her way of letting you know she sees you, really sees you in ways that others don't. And the truth is, you're always on her mind more than she lets on, because when a girl remembers even the smallest things about you, it's not random, it's because she cares. She always finds ways to interact with you, even when she doesn't have to. It's not just about casual small talk. There's an effort, a subtle intention behind the way she approaches you. Maybe she asks for help with something she could easily figure out on her own, or she accidentally bumps into you and starts a conversation like it was the most natural thing in the world. She's not forcing it, but she's making sure you notice her. It's in the little excuses she makes just to be around you. Maybe she asks about the book you're reading, even if she's never shown interest in that genre before. Or she suddenly needs advice on something you're good at, as if you're the only person who could possibly help her. And when she talks to you, there's a softness in her voice, a genuine excitement, like she's happy just to be near you. She lingers longer than necessary, making sure the conversation doesn't end too soon. If she could, she'd keep it going forever. And even when she has to leave, she finds a reason to come back. Another question, another comment, another smile that makes you wonder if maybe Just maybe she doesn't want to walk away. It's not just about talking, it's about connection. She's looking for moments with you, creating them when they don't just happen on their own. And the truth is, she's hoping you notice, hoping you see that every little excuse, every playful question, and every lingering glance is her way of saying, I want to be close to you, even if she can't say the words out loud just yet. She acts differently around you, not in a forced way, but in a way that makes it obvious you have an effect on her. Maybe she fidgets with her fingers when you're near, tucks her hair behind her ear a little too often, or smiles more than usual. It's the little things, the subtle changes in her body language that show she's feeling something, even if she tries to hide it. When you talk to her, there's a spark in her eyes, a kind of nervous excitement that she doesn't have with just anyone. She laughs at your jokes, even the bad ones, and sometimes her voice sounds just a little softer when she says your name. She might stumble over her words or blush when you tease her, as if she wasn't expecting to feel this way. It's not just shyness, it's the feeling of being around someone who makes her heart beat a little faster. And then there are the moments when she's extra energetic, playful, and teasing, as if she's trying to impress you without making it obvious. One second she's confident and flirty, the next she's avoiding eye contact and looking away. It's that push and pull of emotions, that mix of excitement and nerves that happens when you really like someone but aren't sure if they feel the same. She doesn't act this way with everyone. She's not flustered around just any guy. It's you. You're the reason she gets nervous, the reason she smiles a little brighter, the reason she lingers just a second longer when she says goodbye. And deep down, she's hoping you can tell, hoping you see that every little reaction is her way of showing how much she cares. She asks your friends about you, and at first it might seem casual. Maybe she brings up your name in conversation, asking how you've been or what you're up to. But if you pay attention, you'll realize she's not just making small talk. She's genuinely curious about you. She wants to know more, even when you're not around to tell her yourself. Your friends might mention it to you, saying things like, Hey, she was asking about you the other day, or she wanted to know if you're going to that party. She doesn't have to do this, but she does because she's interested. She's trying to understand you better, to get closer in a way that feels natural. Maybe she asks about your favorite things, the places you like to go, or even little details about your day. It's not random, it's because she wants to know what makes you happy. And then there's the way she reacts when she hears something about you. If your friend tells her you've been busy or stressed, she might subtly check in on you, sending a message or finding a way to bring it up when she sees you. If she hears you've been talking about her, she might get flustered, smiling to herself because she knows there's something there. She wouldn't be asking about you if you weren't on her mind. And the truth is, she's hoping you'll find out, hoping your friends will mention it, hoping you'll realize that she's not just curious for no reason. Because when a girl is asking about you, it's not just idle chatter, it's her way of showing that you matter, even when you're not in the room.